Robert Faringo of Doc Sports here, and today we're talking about what trends are in sports betting. When you hear someone use the word trend in regards to sports betting, all they're talking about is a handicapping angle that has repeatedly paid out in the past. Now, handicappers like to use trends to try and predict future outcomes. Let's give you a couple examples. Let's say in Major League Baseball, the Chicago White Sox are 50-12 against left-handed pitching. A handicapper may take that trend and say, hey, the White Sox are facing a weak left-handed pitcher today. According to the trends, they've won 50 of the last 72 times they've faced a left-handed pitcher. I'm going to bet on them today. In the NFL, an example of a trend would be, let's say the Minnesota Vikings are 14-4 against the spread coming off a loss. If Minnesota was coming off a loss last weekend, a handicapper or bettor may look at that and say, hey, they've been really good in this situation in the past. I may want to bet on them in this situation. Those are some examples of some positive trends. There's also negative trends. Let's say in college basketball that the Duke Blue Devils were 10-22 against the spread at home. If they're playing at home tonight, you may look at that and say, you know what, I'm going to follow the trend. They haven't been very good against the spread at home. I'm going to bet against their opponent. Or in the NBA, it may be that the Los Angeles Lakers are 8-20 against the spread in the second game played on back-to-back nights. Same thing, if the Lakers are playing on back-to-back nights, you might say, hey, they've been bad in this situation. I'm going to follow the trends and make my bet based on that. Now, it's important to remember that not all trends are created equal, right? In the NBA, like with that Lakers trend, you may sometimes see that the Minnesota Timberwolves are 4-15 against the spread in their last 19 Wednesday games. Now, is that a useful trend? I don't necessarily think so. As a handicapper, it's important to understand the important, meaningful, impactful trends from just the kind of random, fluky mathematical trends. It's more important to understand why a trend is reoccurring than it is to just blindly follow the trend. Like, for instance, in that example with the Chicago White Sox against left-handed pitching. Well, the reason for that trend is that their lineup is stacked full of big-time right-handed hitters that hit lefties pretty well. So that means that that's probably a pretty meaningful trend, and that should continue in the near future. That's another important thing to remember about trend betting, is that the past is a good predictor of the future, but it's not a perfect predictor of future outcomes. Trends shift, trends change. That's why it's more important to understand the underlying reasons for why trends may be occurring than, again, just blindly following them. So when someone's talking about trends in sports betting, that's what they're talking about. Be sure to go to www.docsports.com to get more of these Sports Betting 101 videos and articles, as well as daily free play videos and articles. Remember that Doc Sports celebrated its 50th anniversary in the sports information industry in 2021, and we really are the top of the heap. If you liked this video or found it helpful, give me a thumbs up or leave a comment below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and become alerted anytime we post more of these Sports Betting 101 or daily free play videos. Carpe diem, and good luck.